Hey, it's Antonio Gonzalez here with the William C. Velasquez Institute. We're here today at the Montebello Country Club talking about economic development and political empowerment at the summer session of the Southern California Latino and Latina Mayors Policy Seminar. After the session, we'll be golfing to raise funds for the Southwest Voter Registration Project's California Voting Rights Act program, suing about 40 cities to cause them to transition to district elections in which Latino voters can more easily elect candidates of choice. So it's a good day for us. We have about 50 participants in the seminar, mayors from about half a dozen cities, city council people from another half a dozen, a lot of the local officials, and we have about 80 golfers, and we expect to raise about $40,000 for the cause. So it's a good sunny day in Southern California. We'll be continuing the Mayor's Policy Seminar with a fall session on a subject matter to be determined.
We don't understand the level of position that we carry that people see as a role model. And I just despise when I see the Latinos or Latinas. If they fall, that's a reflection of us. It's like, oh, there goes another Latina. There goes another Latino. Look what they did. They're corrupt.
There has been the stereotype that Latinos are more misogynist, and that they are more male-oriented, and that they elect more males than the non-Latinos. Nothing could be further from the truth.
My God, I think this is such an impressive group of people that have come together to recognize the economic developments that we are doing in our communities, our Latino communities in the surrounding areas. I am so grateful the fact that the Southwest Voter Registration Education Project has touched us all, because of the fact that we now, in the 88 cities that we have in the county of Los Angeles, we find more Latinas elected and Latinos elected, and we have city managers, and it's growing and growing, and we are being held responsible for our own growth and our own environments and our own preservation of water and energy and everything else, because I think we all can do the same thing.
Un aplauso para el Mayor del Monte.
And so we're at a point now where we had to pound the table. And what I mean by that is we have to capture in the imagination of the marketplace that El Monte is a good place to invest. It's a good place to invest. It's a good place to lock in, whether it's in the housing side or whether it's in the commercial development side or in the industrial side. We've got to give them certainty. We've got to give the marketplace certainty. So the general plan update was one way of doing that. Having a stable staff is another part of doing that. Having a stable city council as well is another part of doing that, because we have to go through the approval process, and whether they go through the planning commission or the city council, people that are investing resources in any community want to have that kind of stability and security and know that their funds are going to be well invested wherever they decide to invest those dollars.
I came on board in 2009, and so did the mayor. And it's been an incredible challenge financially, economically, and for development, because that was right at the peak of the recession. We laid off 100 employees, disseminated departments, didn't have staff. So it was a challenging time for us to try and even think about economic development.
Hi, my name is Johnny Pineda. I'm the Vice Mayor of the City of Huntington Park. Been a resident of HB for over 20 years. So during my time, while growing up in the City of Huntington Park, I saw a lot of lack of opportunities, from our residents. So I always wanted to go ahead and prepare so one day I could serve and create opportunities for every resident in the community. So when I got elected into city council 2 years ago, one of the first decisions that I made was that I appointed two undocumented individuals to city commissions. You know, many people have asked, is that legal or illegal? Well, it is legal under the United States Constitution. You know, part of my goal is to empower, you know, every single resident in the city of Huntington Park, regardless of their status, right? We need to make sure that they have the right assets and tools so they can, you know, hold us accountable to making sure that, you know, we are creating the right policies for them, you know, so they can grow up in the community, so they can grow in the community.
My name is Albert Robles, and I serve as the elected mayor of the great city of Carson. And I also have the distinction of serving as the elected representative on the Water Replenishment District of Southern California. Water Replenishment District manages the groundwater basins in southern LA County, 43 cities within our jurisdiction, and we service a population of 4 million residents. One of the 43 cities is Carson. So I have the distinction of serving on 2 capacities as an elected official.
So we're a developer that doesn't come in, develop, sell, or flip and leave. We're there for the long haul, so the products and what we do is very important. It's important that our missions are aligned with the community. If we're not aligned, we don't want to impose what we think, even if we think we might be right. We just don't want to impose that on a community. And so where we're very welcome, we will roll up our sleeves. We're very creative.
What we're doing right now for El Monte is something very new. And you want to make sure that the partners you've chosen, whether it's the economic development team, the developers, the legal counsel that you have, you want to make sure that you've got your right team in place, and then you support them as they try to move that agenda along. And we have, and we're reaping the benefits of that.
So this brings us to the conclusion of our seminar. To do that, I want to thank the Mayor of South Del Monte and the Mayor of Pico Rivera, our newest members of the Southern California Latino-Latina Mayor's Policy Seminar. And we will be talking to you about the next seminar and what we want to do maybe in the fall.